Hi everyone, welcome to the video today. This video's topic is about being a mom. So if you're a mom, welcome. If you're going to become a mom, thanks for being here. So what does it mean to be a good enough mom? It means that we have to be aware of our strengths and limitations and to honor that duality. So this means that we don't deny that we have challenges that we face, but instead we face those challenges by forgiving ourselves and having courage to look at and acknowledge, and then also sort out how to accept those parts of our human experience, problem solve where it's needed, and realize that we're all flawed and imperfect in different ways. So part of realizing and honoring that we're imperfect is to engage in self-care and self-love. It's knowing that you can be aware of your struggles. That also helps us heal and release what we're ready to let go of so that better and new can come into our life. So as an example, most moms have faltered at some point or another as they parent. So here's an example of maybe something you've experienced where you might say something to your child that you didn't mean to say, or you realized didn't quite resonate or ended up hurting them. This happens to every parent at some point, so you're not alone. However, how you choose to approach your child after they are hurt or after you're aware you've caused hurt makes a huge difference. So this can create positive change during a moment of imperfection if we're willing to look at things and repair it and work on it with that person. Including our children. So here's some potential responses. So if you misstep, if you say, oh, stop being so sensitive. I didn't mean what I said. You're just being too sensitive. Now this is not the best response because it's victim blaming and gaslighting and doesn't involve a repair or validation that your child was hurt. A different response could be like, oh, wow, thank you for telling me that I hurt you. And I'm really sorry about that. Now, this is a better response because it acknowledges your child's feelings and you take ownership for your misstep. And this is honoring and realizing that nobody's perfect. And sometimes we have to give feedback to people in relationships with us when they misstep. And a lot of us aren't intending to hurt others, but it happens. So being a good enough parent involves noticing that we make mistakes or missteps at different points in our relationships. But when you do this, what you do next matters. It can take you from being able to unaccept a situation, or we can repair those missteps by being able to see that it's okay to be imperfect, it's okay to make mistakes, and then when you own those mistakes and repair it with the person you care about, it helps you guys move forward in a different way. So going from a response like the first response to the second type of response can actually help you grow and heal too, versus it coming from more of a wounded or not taking care or tending to your own wounds from your own childhood or situations that have happened to you, because the first response is more of a wounded response. The second response is showing that you're healing and working on yourself so that you can show up differently in the relationship with yourself, but also in relationship to others. So the journey of being a mom, the journey of being a human isn't always the easiest. We make mistakes, we misstep, but what we do about it is the difference between repeating our own wounds or showing that we're healing and growing. So we will continue to talk about what it's like to be a mom if you tune into additional sessions or videos that I'm making. Thank you so much for being here, and just know that you matter. All right, sending love.